What's up, you guys? This is Tim Trevor, the managing editor of the Diecast Collective. Tonight, depending on what part of the world you found, we're doing an update video to the channel. Don't worry, I'll put everything in the description box of the shorts and the long form. Guys, I'm just coming in for a few minutes and talk to y'all. Um, so, where should I start? Okay, so the retro series I've been trying. I was gonna try last Tuesday on the 30th of uh, September. It didn't play out because it just had some things pop up. Then I was trying to do it the week prior, and my nose was just, I was too congested. So I'm feeling a lot more better now. And plus, I was waiting on to hear back what's going on with the with that particular truck you see right there on the video, which we'll get into here in just a moment. Also, update to the channel. I do have another Jeep. We will be covering that maybe this week. I'll do a feature on that. I do have a few other cars coming in this week coming up. One is coming from the retro series. It's the variation of the Porsche that I told you all about, which I will do a update video on that to update both those Porsches once I get them. The second one, I highly doubt I will get it. It's a funny story. So the Porsche that I got, it's the alternate color. It said quantity of one, and I'm like, dude, I put two down instead of one, but whatever. Um, so anyway, I got that. I got the second one. I'm waiting to hear that it's shipped, which that probably be shipping on Monday or tomorrow, depending on what it is. Maybe Monday. Um, so also, I do have a few other ones. I do got a couple. Now I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. I normally don't collect race NASCAR type race cars, but I had to go on eBay and I went to go find, and I'm not going to disclose the amount of money I paid for it because it's a very expensive car. Not cheap, but very expensive. So I found the Audi, which I will do a video on that one soon. I had to find the second Audi. I got that coming. That's been confirmed shipped. The one that I'm waiting to hear back on shipping is this little guy. I'm waiting to hear the second truck of that coming. Now, once I get that second truck, I'll do a video on that as well. Article, video, whatever. But it would also be covered in the retro. Also, like I stated, I don't really typically do NASCAR type race cars, but there is one car that I like. It's it's from the 90s. It actually still exists somewhat today. It's the Harley's race car from the day. And yes, it's from the movie um, Days of Thunder. However, um, I only found that car. I didn't find like the mellow yellow version of it because it was like another one like that. I saw it on Facebook. Somebody else had it, and I seen what the actual scheme of it and everything is. It's just mellow yellow, same color as the Hardy's one, which you'll see that when I get it in the mail and everything. Also, that will be also in the retro review as well. So we'll talk about this one now. Going back in September 11th, That's why I made the comment on the other video on the blog channel to come over here and check this video out when it drops. On September 11th, I ordered this truck and I ordered the second one. So that following Monday, I got that truck. Now, that following Monday, the other one was supposed to be shipped out from the I think it was the 20th or the 15th to the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 15th to the 20th of September. I reached out on the 17th. Didn't hear nothing back from the individual. So I had to turn around, had to wait till that following Sunday or that Saturday to see if it was going to be shipped or not. Had not been shipped. So I had to wait till Sunday. My bestie put in a request for a refund. Now, here's where it all gets here's where all the meat and potatoes go. So here's what they do. So let's say on that Sunday on the 21st of September, which that's what I did, my bestie and I did, we went and we put in a request for a refund. Okay? So what ended up happening was we asked for the refund. The next day is when we got word about what we requested and it was already been approved. So we already knew we were gonna get it. So here's where the terms of condition applies for the buyer or for the seller, not the buyer. Now this is where it gets tricky. The seller has 3 business days to comply to your request. In this situation, or in this case, I had to wait till the 26th of September, which is on that Friday. If I didn't hear anything back by that certain date, I could proceed on. So, the seller didn't reach back out, didn't do nothing. From what I understand, according to what eBay told me, they reached out and they didn't get no response. So, what happened was, they told us wait a few more days, or they said wait and the buyer will come back to you soon. So apparently the buyer or the seller didn't want to reach out to me as the buyer. So I kind of figured this was throwing up a red flag. It was crooked. Okay, so what happened was, turn around, they told like 2 days straight, seller's going to come, blah, blah, blah. By that Friday on the 26th of September, didn't hear nothing. Didn't hear nothing back. We reached back out to YouTube, meant to say eBay, and we reached out to eBay. We told them what was going on. We didn't hear nothing back. No nothing. No communication. No nothing. Now, I'm going to state this. I sent on the 17th of September, I reached out to the seller and asked information about it. However, I did receive some random scam or whatever, so I just dismissed it because I figured that was not getting to be the buyer or the seller. So, with that all being said, I reached out, never heard nothing back. I reached out to eBay. eBay came back, told us what the steps were, and they took steps, took the preventive measures. So anyway, what happened was after that, we got our, or I should say my refund back last Monday, as of last week. Now, I had to wait till I got paid yesterday, and that's where I'm telling y'all where I got the Audi. So I got the Audi, I got the Porsche, got another Porsche possibly coming, and I got the two hauler and the hauler and the Hardee's race car from the Days of Thunder movie are coming in the mail as we speak. And that's when I got this little Jeep over here, which I'll do a video another time for that. But I'm waiting to hear back what's going to happen with the actual truck. This truck you see right there. Now, hopefully, with this particular buyer, or this particular seller, I don't run into that same exact issue. Now, I'll tell you this right now. After I reached out to eBay, I went back underneath the seller and I went to the reviews. I left a actual negative review on there. I'll paraphrase what I said. Basically, I was telling any buyer that is going to go to that site or go to this person, the seller, you're the buyer. So if you go to that seller, I'm not putting the name of the person out there. I don't want to give them any crap or any kind of hate or anything like that. But I'm telling you right now, this is what I told them. I basically told them up front and been real honest about it and said I had not received I didn't receive the actual diecast truck or the money. And I never received any emails or any piece of information back. That's just paraphrasing what I said, but I said it up there on the individual's review. Again, like I said before, I'm not trying to show no hate, no disrespect, no nothing. But I'm just gonna be truly honest. You do some shady stuff to me, and I'm being straight. I'm being 110% transparent. You do some shady stuff to me, I'm gonna be shady back, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel about everything. And that's the way business runs. I run a business. I'm a very business-driven guy. But dang on darn it, when I ask for I pay for something that I want or I'm gonna need for a particular video or something. Don't sit there and shame me out of it, because you're gonna find out one way or another how I deal with you in a professional level, or I'll either call you out. But I'm not going to call you out unless you do something really, really ridiculous to me. Now, I did see somebody else post up about one of their treasure hunts, which I don't remember what it was, but I did see the picture of the package. And I'm sitting there wondering to myself, is that actually legit seller? Or was this seller sitting there acting like people bought it and made up fake accounts just for that person? That's why I left a negative comment in there. I haven't checked it. I haven't been back on it since. I really don't care. But like I said, it is what it is. I left what I said and I moved on. Now I'm waiting to hear back on this particular truck. So with that truck you see in there, I'm just gonna put the Ford F-150 in there. That's all I'm gonna do because I really don't recall or don't really remember what year this is because it doesn't really say exactly what year. It just says Ford F-150. So I'm just gonna leave it like a Ford F-150 what it says in the description box on both, including the short. But on the short, I will put a 4x4 90 or whatever it is. I can Google it. I'll look it up, see what it is. But I'm pretty sure it's a 90 era truck or it's a 90 something truck because it looks like, yeah, it looks like a 90. So I'll probably put about a 91 or 90 something. I don't know exactly what year this is. So stay tuned. I'll let y'all know that in the description and on the short and everything. But like I said, those are some of the newer updates coming to the channel. I'm like I said, guys and the girls. I say it again. I'm very, very sorry for not lack of posting. Um, but I just been going through a lot of trials and tribulations. Also, next month we are going to be changing up the backdrop a little bit. So I will be putting a placemat on here, and I'll have other cars actually in the actual picture that I boost up some of the ratings. So you're tired of seeing, because I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing these boxes behind here. And backdrop will show some of the other diecasts I have sitting back there. But I just wanted to change up the setting a little bit. Now, I'm going to let y'all know this right now. I did go yesterday to Target, my local Target. I did find a few cars actually. So I'll do some videos of that this week just to kind of get everything going, so to speak, on that. But on Tuesday, I'll do my best. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, I'm going to try my best on Tuesday to put out that YouTube video of the actual retro review. So that's going to be the first one. And the first one is going to be talking about the original versus V-Pop. That's what the name of the title is going to be. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, guys and girls, I do apologize for everything, and I'm very sorry. I know my health is very important. Videos can wait, but my health is like extremely important right now, and trying to get all the congestion out of me. I was just feeling terrible. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really did feel terrible, and that's just the way I am. When I start feeling like hockey, I don't want to do nothing. I'm not in the mood to do anything. If I get like a short window to try to put stuff together, then I will do it. Um, but that's really cool. Also, I'm gonna try to do live videos maybe on Saturdays and Sundays after in the evening times. I'm gonna try to do that maybe once a week, maybe. But in 2 months, I will have to update y'all what's gonna happen with the podcast for next year. So stay tuned for that. With all that good stuff. Let me check my. Okay, we're still good. We're still good on here. I got a little bit more time to kill. Um, but like I said, I will be doing the retro. Now, only reason why I'm doing it every month is because, like I said, if I did this every other Tuesday, it would stretch myself thin. So once a month, we're gonna go and do a retro review of every single car or every single thing going across the spectrum of all diecasts from the 90s, from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, stuff like that. But yes, we'll still sprinkle in some of this other stuff. And if there's repops of certain trucks, which there will be, because I got one right here, I'll show you. There's a repop of this and one of my other boxes, which I'll bring out. But like I said, that's something down the road. And there's supposed to be another repop of one of these. That's another one coming down the road too. But like I said, I will let y'all know when when that time gets closer, we'll figure it out and differentiate all that good stuff. But on a serious note, I will be trying to post more videos throughout the week. Try to do some shorts or whatever. Just throw some stuff up. I've been like lacking on that. I do apologize. I know I keep telling y'all that, but I'm seriously apologizing. And plus, I also had to change the room up a little bit. So when you go live, when I go live, you see over here on my right hand side or my left hand side of me, you see some books. That's just for something else that involves with my bestie. So I just want to put that out there. But I will mention that as well on video, which I did a fabulous job over here in that area. But like I said, guys and girls, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. It's been 20 minutes or 21 minutes something, and I'm trying to do these videos, put this out content so that way y'all get it. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to put up another video out. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But I know there will be a couple of videos coming out this week. Maybe 3 of them coming. So stay tuned for that. I will try to put out a few videos this week. I need to start getting back into the swing of things. I feel a lot more refreshed now. But other than that, guys, girls, I do, like I said, I seriously apologize for the lack of videos and stuff. And guys and girls, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go over there to the Diecast Collective blog. Start, continuing on that channel as well. Subscribe and all that on here as well. Let's get both of them up. Let's get this one up to 100. That one's on 100 subscribers now. Let's get this one up. Continue with that this year. With all that being said, guys and girls, we're heading in. I know we're heading into the holiday seasons. It's technically started this month. And 2 months is rapidly approaching. We're almost at the end of the year. We're almost at December. Wow. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to be honest with you guys and girls. I don't know what I'm going to post for November and December yet. I have not thought about that for the big scale yet. I do not know at this time. I wish I could know, but I really don't. I'll figure something out with that. But as far as November is concerned, I don't know, or December. So, and if you want to check out September and October videos, go back. I already put those up last month, and they're for this month and last month. So check them out. But like I said, I'll figure that out when it's time to move on for November and December. All right, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Actually, I see one for December already. I see 3 different cars I can use. Anyway, all right, guys and girls. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'll let y'all know what the November and December type are coming soon to the channels. So those are the big scale or just 132, which that's considered a big scale, not these. But anyway, guys and girls, until next time, this is Tim Trader, the managing editor of the Diecast Collective. Y'all have yourself a fantastic night. I'm just updating the channel. I don't know if I'm going to be... I'll post something on Facebook about it, and I'll post it on Twitter. But anyway, until next time, guys, this is Tim Trader, the managing editor of the Diecast Collective. You have yourself a fantastic night or day, depending on what part of the world you're from. We're out.